I came across this article which shares 10 reasons on Python's popularity and why it's still worth learning Python. So I think Python is one of the easier languages to get into. And there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. So I will always advocate for learning Python. Let's go over to the screen. Let me go to the top. And we're going to throw up 5 minutes. Might go a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So reason Python is still the most popular programming language. So Eric Walter, the author of this article, is going to share with us the top 10 reasons behind Python's popularity, including ease of use, automation libraries, cross-platform support, and high demand in tech industries. It does have a high demand. They're gonna. I skimmed through it real quick. I saw like the first 2 reasons, but I use Python at work. A lot of people use Python at work. We use it for like in QA for automation, as well as like engineers use it to write quick little scripts to be able to loop through things. It's not our software isn't built on Python, but our test automation, we use Python for it for now. And when we need like quick scripts done, we do it in Python as well. All right. So let's read together about this. So let me zoom in on this actually. And I will drop the link in the chat in case anybody wants to read it on their own. In the list of programming languages, Python lies at the top. Started from the bottom, now we here. It is in high demand for many programmers, developers, and businesses. As of recent estimates, it has more than 10 million, good lord, that's a lot of active users globally, including seasoned developers, coding beginners, data scientists, and business leaders. But the question here is why Python's popularity is continuously rising. What makes professionals and organizations choose it for everything from simple scripts to building complex enterprise applications? I don't know. I don't know about the complex enterprise applications being built on Python. I know there are some, but I don't know. I think complex applications they're probably built on Java or C Sharp. I think those are the top, but I could be wrong. In this blog, we'll discuss top 10 reasons behind Python's popularity, stemming from its simple syntax, extensive libraries, robust community, high job demand, and more. So, top 10 reasons behind Python popularity. The number 1 reason is simple to learn, read, and to use. I would agree with that. I think that, and I also say, being that I knew a good amount of Java before I learned Python, it was easier to learn Python. I told a story about how I helped my cousin to do her master's thesis project in Python when I had never written a line of Python before, but I was able to, my prior knowledge in software development and coding was able to help me help her. So one of the top reasons that are contributing to Python's popularity is that simplicity. Python is as simple as the English language, so both programmers and non-programmers can use it for simple projects. I wouldn't say it's that easy, but is the English language really that easy? Some would argue that it's not. All right. Says it is interpreted. So the following built-in features of Python make it more beginner-friendly language. It is an interpreted language that allows developers to apply code line by line. It provides dynamic typing so to help the program decide what value of the variable. It has ready-to-use data structures such as list sets and dictionaries. It offers reusable functions and independent modules. It does. Those who want to build a robust, scalable application with the help of Python can hire Python developers. They ensure to provide projects fast and error-free by using Python simple syntax. Number 2, it's versatile and robust. Python is a general-purpose programming language. It is helpful in several different fields and applications. Web development, it helps connect the front end and the back end for seamless development. Software development, keep keep up with prototyping and third-party integrations. Game development enables rapid development and interactive features. Data analysis makes data manipulation and visualization seamless. Machine learning, which that's a big one for Python, makes predictions and decision-based tasks easy with enhancing models. AI, artificial intelligence.
Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
Creates systems to perform tasks like voice recognition and image classifications. So all these application benefits benefit Python developers by leveraging Python built-in libraries and frameworks. So definitely, I have seen and used Python in all of these aspects, and it can definitely be used for it, especially machine learning and AI. Python is very, very strong in that. Data analysis as well, very, very strong. I'm not familiar with the game development for that Python does, so I can't really speak on that one. And software development, it can be. I don't know if Python is necessarily the best language for software development, although it can be done. Web development, I'm a little torn to say I would build websites in Python, but there might be some benefits to it sometimes. All right. Number 3, extensive libraries and frameworks. Python has a wide range of built-in libraries, tools, and frameworks to help developers build different types of applications. Some popular libraries and frameworks of Python are the following. So Django, Flask, Jinja. I never heard of Jinja, and SQL Alchemy for web development. PyQt, Tinker, OS, Sys, and subprocessors for software development. Panda 3D, Cocos 2D, Pygame, and Arcade for game development. Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Oh, Matplotlib is my arch nemesis. And Seaborn for data analysis. And then TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit, learning for machine learning. And then for AI, PyTorch, OpenCV, NLTK, and SPA-Sci for artificial intelligence. So these are the tools that developers use. It has a supportive community because it's probably the most widely used language in the world, I'm guessing. So with the support of over 10 million users, Python has become one of the larger active communities in the world. It ensures that Python developers can find the best possible solutions whenever they need. The following resources are contributing to Python's support and growth. The active community of developers is engaged through different platforms such as Stack Overflow, GitHub, Reddit, Python Discord, and dev.to. Python's official documentation is broader. So there's educational platforms, YouTube, Udemy, Coursera, and Free Code Camp provide tutorials for developers. I learned how to use Python using Udemy, using what is the name? App Brewery with Angela Yu, 100 Days of Python. That gave me a lot of knowledge. So that's a really good course. I think I have it in the description of the video. If not, I'll put it in after the show. But I recommend that would be my go-to. There's also a machine learning course that I have to get back to, but that's also another really good machine learning course. It's data science, data engineering, machine learning. They probably added AI onto it as well. I'll add a link to that one in the description as well. Free libraries and frameworks are maintained by the community and accessible to developers through Py, and GitHub. Let's see. Automating tasks with ease. Python does make it very easy to automate tasks. Data scraping, file management, sending emails and replies, data entry, creating reports, building chatbots. High job demand. The jump in Python popularity has also increased its job demand. The reason more programmers are learning Python is they have observed more potential in its career growth, and compared to other languages, one having skills in Python can apply for the following jobs: web developer, data analyst, software engineer, game developer, AI engineer, DevOps engineer, automation engineer. I don't know about this one. I don't know about high job demand. Because I don't know. Because when I'm looking, I don't know many developers that are like that write like serious production code in Python. Some exist. Some applications are built on Python, but I would think, like for me, I would think that C#, Java, and JavaScript with like JavaScript, TypeScript, Node, those would be the core. Python has its use, but I don't know if it's for web development in particularly, or software engineer in particular, right? Data analyst, definitely. Game developer, maybe. AI engineer, 100%. DevOps engineer, yes. Automation tester, depends on the company, right? So that's my thoughts on that. Cross-platform compatibility. One of the highlighted features of Python is cross-platform compatibility, which allows users to write code at one time and run it in any operating system such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or platforms like Oracle, IBM, and in Docker, Kubernetes, stuff like that as well. It's beneficial to both developers and the businesses. Developers, it saves development time, simplifies testing, and less maintenance work. On the other hand, business can get a cost-effective solution, faster time to market, and broader outreach. So that is definitely true. Constantly advancing with strong ecosystem. That is true. When choosing a language, businesses look for an option that is growing continuously. So Python is right there, is the right fit there. Python's strong ecosystem is always contributing to coming up with the latest features. The latest version of Python 3.12 enhances developer experience, optimizes performance, and provides more code clarity. Additionally, it has introduced the following features. Oh my God, I love F strings. So F strings is the way to display variables in the middle of a regular string. Before, you have to do a bunch of crazy stuff in order to get it to do it. So I am in love with F strings. Override decorator to prevent mistakes, clean typing by using generics, enhanced error message to catch and solve bugs easily, remove old tools such as disutils. Let's see. Python also has the Python package index, which is all built-in tools available to help you select which is perfect for your project. Widely used in education. That is definitely true. Many educational institutions are choosing Python as the right language that will help students learn more about programming. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Python is a good gateway learning language drug, right? Learning Python first gives you a good amount of leeway. It is added as an introductory course in many colleges and universities. The basic concepts that students are learning are variables and data types, operators, control flow functions, list tuples, and dictionaries, indexing and slicing, modules, and libraries. So I'll say this though, and because the reason, which sucks, but the reason that I could not stomach computer science in college is, imagine if you do not have any programming background, right? But you say, I'm gonna go to college because I like computers, and the only thing I've ever heard about is computer science. And now you go and you're very like one of your very, very first courses is intro to C plus plus. That was one of my first classes when I got to college. And I'm like, I don't know what C plus plus is. I had never actually written a line of code in my life. And now they just throw you at it and like, I expect you to do this. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what I was doing, trying to figure out this code. It was a nightmare, and that pushed me away from it. But if one, I'd have been like more prepared, more well versed in some kind of like in what programming was, and if I had like learned in high school Python, I think I would have stayed in computer science, and I would have did much better in a much better position if I actually knew what I was getting into. So that's something I always recommend. Don't just let these there's graduations happening right now, and students might not even know what exactly computer science is. They don't know what they're getting into, and I'm like, we need to start them off a little bit earlier so they can start getting the foundation of programming, so that they can know what they're like, they can understand what they're learning in college. So I think it starts a lot earlier than once you select your major. um, I think the major should be selected at about seventh grade and start working towards learning how to program, learning about data types, slicing, all that stuff. In seventh grade, seventh, eighth grade, I think that they can do the 100 days of Python so that once they actually get to college, they are acing their classes like there is no tomorrow. That's my thoughts on that, right? That's my thoughts. And number 10, trusted by big names. The usage of Python by many big companies have made it even more trustworthy. They leverage Python to carry out their simple and complex tasks. Python has gained the trust of these companies by offering flexibility, scalability, and security. Here's how some companies are using Python. Google uses it as a server-side language. Netflix utilizes Python for automation and data analysis. Facebook relies on it for backend services and machine learning workflows. Spotify uses it for recommendation and backend services. Dropbox manages its backend and front-end tasks with the help of Python. So what we see here, what I can see here is none of these major companies, other than like somewhat of Dropbox, they use it for like their web development. They use it for data, right? For automation and for data analysis. Facebook for backend services and machine learning workflows. Spotify for recommendations. That's like machine learning, AI backend services. So for me, I would say like if you want to be a web developer, I probably would not go the route of Python first. I would still learn Python, but I wouldn't go the route of learning Python first for web development. I would probably go the route of like full stack, Node for and database and stuff like that. But if you're interested in AI, large language models, prompt engineering, data engineering, machine learning, you know, I would say go with Python. It is going to have lots and lots of benefits, and you can start creating your own things as well. So, but that's about it. So shout out to Eric Walter. In conclusion, Eric says Python is the go-to choice for many professionals and developers. It offers simple syntax, cross-platform compatibility, a supportive community, and built-in libraries and frameworks. Moreover, the trust of big companies, easy automation, and continuous advancements have made it a more reliable option among other programming languages. So yeah, so that's about it. I think that was a great article, and Python. I definitely think Python is very very worth it. Especially if you're looking into if you want to learn more about AI and data, I would go through this article, see what it's talking about. I encourage most of the people that I run into learn Python, learn Python, learn Python. Even if you don't have a use for it right now, as you start using it, as you start working with it, you're going to see the different things you can use it for, and you can start just build something and run it up from there, right? But that is our very, very first break time discussion.